Today we're working with Bush Ranger chainsaws and ProKut chain and looking at refueling using Bush Ranger 2-stroke oil with fuel stabilizer and also ProKut bar and chain oil. The mix that you might need will depend on the size of the container and how much work that you need to do. In this case here, I've got a 10-litre commercial bottle for our tree crew. You, however, may want a smaller container. Mixing the right amount of fuel ensures that you'll use it and can mix new fuel when you need to use it again in the future. However, the fuel stabilizing properties of modern 2-strokes allow you to keep 2-stroke fuel for longer. To mix the fuel, decide how much that you need. 10 litres of chainsaw fuel will require 200 mils of 2-stroke oil mixed at 50:1. That is 1 part of Bush Ranger 2-stroke oil to 50 parts of petrol. Taking the lid off the compartment here, this container has easy measuring built in, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Simply squeeze the bottle, filling up the compartment to 100 mils and add to our fuel container. For safety, and so we remember, I always like to add the 2-stroke oil first, then go to the service station and fill up. That way you always know that you've got the 2-stroke oil in there. Simply pour in the oil and do that twice, then fill up with 10 litres. When you're finished mixing 2-stroke fuel, ensure that your container is properly sealed up tight and keep it in a cool place. Best to keep it out of direct sunlight. To fuel a chainsaw, some key important things to remember is that 2-stroke will be marked with the fuel symbol with a little oil drop notifying you that it requires oiled 2-stroke fuel, which we've just mixed up. On the other end, we can see a chainsaw tooth stamped into the chainsaw indicating this is for lubrication. For lubrication, we'll use the ProKut oil and we're going to use the fuel that we've just fueled up. Tipping the saw on the side is the best way to stabilize the saw when we're doing these activities. If we've just finished using the chainsaw, wait 5 minutes for it to cool down. This will ensure that we won't have a spark or ignition source. Slowly take the cap off in case it's pressurized and pull it off until we can see it. Prepare your fuel container. And carefully add fuel to the chainsaw, ensuring that we don't spill it over the saw. Before we do anything else, pack everything away, especially the fuel, so we don't bump it over and get a spill or waste the fuel. Right, now the fuel's done. We now have to do the lubrication oil side of things, and remember the manufacturer has designed the chainsaw to use 1 tank of fuel to 1 tank of lubrication. Undo the oil cap and place to the side. We can now take our ProKut oil lubrication and fill. Again, put the lids on straight away. And I like to double check each time that they're taut. We're now fueled and ready to go.